Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I will do a sermon today, but I will also advise people that are thinking about coming to Adams County to double check the way this local government handles things. I've got reports of judges being crooked, insurance fraud. I know the sheriff here has broken an inmate's arm, and that got brushed under the table. Also, there was a family member of the higher elite locals here, the governments, that whose nephew was caught with a lot of drugs, and he just went away. He never went to prison or anything else. You got inmates being beat up by a sheriff's department and things of that nature. This is Adams County in Wisconsin. I live in Adams County myself. I have had my life threatened twice. I've had a gun leveled at me twice. I filed a restraining order. It was denied. I appealed it. It was denied again. And the guy who pulled the gun on me twice, he pulled a restraining order on me, and guess what? He got it. That's right, he did. The guy who initiated all contact and all the aggravation and all the assault on me and everything else, and my family threatened to blow me away, blow up my family. He's the one that was able to get a restraining order on me. They're good old boys around here. I had two major companies wanting to set a satellite office in Adams County. I've actually had 3 building sites picked out for them. But when all this happened, I put the kibosh on it. I did. I completely tore it apart and had nothing bad to say about them. Nothing good to say about them. I had my life threatened. I have had a county supervisor, I won't mention his name, come up to me right after church service and told me that to be careful, that they're trying to set me up. Right now I have pending litigation regarding the restraining order that's put against me. The district attorney, who's in his 70s, the first one, he says, don't even bother going to court, just call the criminal courts, tell them you talk to me, and we'll reschedule you for another date. They did. They did not reschedule for another date. They didn't know what I was talking about. And the district attorney sat there and laughed about it. And then I got a fine of $200. So now they've got the city on me for things in my place that I built legally through a contractor, and they didn't pull permits, so now they're going after me for that. I know a guy who had a heart attack because he was fighting the city because they asked him to tear down something he just invested over $180,000 into, and they forced him, or they were forcing him to tear it down. He had a heart attack and died. Oh, that's not going to happen to me. I'm not going to have a heart attack and die. It's whatever God's going to choose. But I also think that this township is so corrupt that it's going to be exposed. I did contact Governor Tony Evers. I did contact Senator Ron Johnson, Glenn Grothman, Congressman. I did contact the FBI, the DEA, the ATF. There's a lot of other agencies I'm not going to mention here, DOJ, civil rights. I'm looking for a civil rights attorney if there's anyone out there. This is like a multi-million-dollar case. And I want someone who's hungry, someone who's going to work for it, and I'm willing to put on paper 50% instead of your third. I'm willing to put 50% in this. That's how sure I am of this case. I just want the right people to go to jail instead of wrong people. This is a community of nice people. There are nice people here. There are good people here. But these good people I've talked to and the nice people I've talked to, they're sick of the other people. It's the tail wagging the dog over here. This is a very corrupt local government here. They're misappropriating funds. I also talked to a lady who used to work for them, and she's got physical evidence of malfeasance and the way they're hiding stuff and the way they're skimming off the top and taking money. She was given a severance check. She says, here, they told her, here, go retire. Here's your thing. Sign a non-disclosure statement, which I believe she did. And they sent her away. So she got a nice golden parachute. She floated up out of here. Problem is with that is I was at a funeral of a dying friend of a friend, and apparently there's some documents there that were not put away with them. So these documents puts a very, very hard look at what they're doing, what they continue to do under the guise of local government. They're good old boys over here. They don't like change. If you come in here and try to change something, and I didn't, all I do is try to create jobs. I've been helping veterans. I've helped 17 veterans since I've been here. Nobody helps paint their fences, build their walls, help lean-tos, plastering. There was a guy with flooring. It was almost going through the floor on the bottom there. I've talked to the local American Legion here as well. I did advise them of the fact of this, and they just keep telling me to bring it up in the next meeting. And when I do it, they say it again, bring it up in the next meeting. So I'm not going to be bringing up anything else in any more meetings. I just want somebody out there to hear this in case something happens to me. My life has been threatened. My life has been threatened. My family's life has been threatened. My house. So I'm looking for a good civil rights attorney. I hope this comes across somebody who is a good civil rights attorney of what's going on here. I've had burning crosses on my property. I've had upside down crosses on my property. They've destroyed 20 of my 41 arborvitaes. I've been shot at. I've got bullets in my tree still. The sheriff's department know about all this. They know about all of this. I got videotape, I've got camera, and I've got audio of a lot of these things that happened. Not all of them. And when they gave them, the guys, the restraining order, all that did was give them carte blanche, an open check to write whatever they want for the amount they want. And what I mean by that is they gave them permission to continue in force twice what they were doing before. Obviously, they want me to move. They want me to leave out of there and everything else. They could buy me out. They can give me what I got into and I'll leave. But no, instead they're going to do. They're coming after me in a financial way. The place is broke. From what I know, they're misappropriating funds to where they don't have money for a lot of things. So I'm asking the community as a whole, if you know of any good civil attorneys that are out there. There's racism in here. They call me sand nigger. They call me nigger. I am Hispanic descent, so that's offensive. I've been called spick, wetback, move to your own country. I'm an American citizen. I have a son in the Marine Corps right now. So we have a family of Marines and one that went AWOL in the Army. That's a joke. But yeah, we're not going anywhere. And I'd rather just sit here and expose what's going on and then let them guys go flying away, let them move away, because they're the one that's corrupting the city and the area. And you got, like I said, a couple of supervisors, local government that are not in this batch of bad beans telling me, watch your back, they're going to try to set you up, all these other things. These are from local government. These are like county supervisors. And the people telling me this. So I'm looking at it like, okay, well, if you know something that much and you're telling me, there's enough concern for you to come and tell me. And then right after church service was one of the guys that came out and told me that. So if you don't see me again after this video, or you find me dead, I don't feel like killing myself. I'm not suicidal. So if they tell you it was suicide or something, it's a lie. It's a bullcrap lie. Period. I don't think like that. I'm a child of God. I am a minister. I'm a preacher. I'm an evangelist. I'm a reverend. And that's what I do. That's what I do. I preach. People don't like it. That's because they're in their sinful ways. They want to stay in it. So again, this plea is more for a civil rights attorney that's out there. I had one guy who says, I'll try to do it on my time. I can't do that. I have to have a guy who's dedicated to doing this, because this will blow out, or it's going to end up in a way that I guess no one can foresee. Only God can foresee. But I'm trying my best to try and get this rectified through any means necessary, including social media. I thank you for listening. You have a blessed day. God loves you. I love you. And thank you for your time.